J Drone here, Tello 2 there. This will be a flyability test, and what do you see here? You see the drone and a controller. You can fly this out of package. You cannot fly this out of package. If you don't have a cell phone, you're not flying it. Thus the reason I'm doing a comparison. For 2/5 of the price of this, we are good to go. We don't need an app. I have a cell phone. We will be flying this. We're dealing with the 6-mile-an-hour wind. You can see the trees moving around, so we're going to test flyability. I'm not testing cameras. Obviously, this camera is probably better than this one. It has image stability. We are testing flyability. I'm testing flyability with the controller. I'm testing flyability with the cell phone that's in my back pocket. Let's go. First one we are going to test is this one because I haven't flown it yet. So quite simply, we are probably just going to hold this. Turn that on. I don't see any lights. Where do we got lights? Or maybe I gotta push. You gotta make sure that's pushed in all the way. I didn't have that pushed in all the way. There. We got green lights in the front. I think that's it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on. Throttle up. Throttle down, maybe. Let's see if down and out start the motors. Down and out will start the motors. We're gonna hold down to shut them down. We hold down to shut them down. We have an auto takeoff, auto land here. I'm assuming these are trims. You have your speed button here. We have flip button here, and then we probably have headless mode and return to base heading. So what we're gonna do, we are going to start in the first setting. We're gonna go down and out. Everybody was worried about stability. What's the stability like? Obviously that has an optical flow sensor on it. This doesn't. This is extremely smooth, guys. Extremely smooth. And again, we're dealing with a 6-mile-an-hour wind. We're gonna get this out here, and yaw rate is next to nil in this first speed rate. So we're gonna bring this back this way. We are gonna change it into the second speed rate and see how that flies. I'm not too impressed with this in the first speed rate. We are in the second speed rate. Now we've picked up some yaw. We've picked up a little bit of yaw. This thing's moving pretty quickly. And we are gonna bring it back. Let's put it in the third speed rate. Put it in the third speed rate. We are in the third speed rate. Now we look at that, y'all. That just right there, that dominates the Tello as far as yaw ability goes. So flyability, there's some funnels. I know the Tello can't do that, and that yaw rate in the third speed setting is a bit much. You're definitely going to want to keep your eyes on it. But look, that is what flyability is. I understand, yeah, the Tello for $99 has image stabilization, has optical flow, but as far as flyability, it's definitely, I already know, it's not going to outfly this. Even on the controller, like the controller that I bought for it, out of the box, it's not going to outfly this. So let's go ahead and bring this back. We're gonna land it. We're gonna do a one key landing, which is right there. Press it, guide it, because again, we are dealing with like a 6-mile-an-hour wind that's going that way. It's down. We're just, whoo, easy there. I guess I pressed the auto takeoff, which is right there, so be careful of that. Hands are good, they're not cut. These are brush motors, just like the Tello. We're gonna go ahead and turn this off. We're gonna go ahead and turn this off. So again, 2/5 the price of this. And again, if you do not have a cell phone, you can't fly this out of the box for $99. It doesn't come with a controller. Again, the optical flow underneath it acts almost just like GPS, which is pretty impressive. The camera, they're both app cameras. We're not testing the camera. They're both app cameras. If you fly out of range, you are going to lose your camera image. Neither of them have SD cards. That's turning on. We're gonna go ahead and connect to this. That's my whole comparison with these two. For the price of that, 2/5 of the price of this, they can add optical flow to that. They can add the image stabilization, and then you have a better drone than this one. I know a lot of people are giving me a lot of beef about me comparing the two because that's very toy grade. This has a lot of tech into it. We're connected to it. We're gonna go into the app here, Tello. And again, you can't fly this without the app. Even if you have a controller, you can't fly it without the app. Let's see here. So we're gonna do auto lift, and we have to slide to take off. There's that optical flow. The optical flow acts almost as GPS where it's holding there. That's what this is gonna have over that. And that's about it as far as flyability, because now we have to fly it with the touchpad, which we're not gonna get the same flyability. You're not. You have to have a controller to even get close to that flyability. This is a very docile drone. The flyability, again, you're not gonna get it. I'm actually really surprised it's able to deal the optical flows holding it in this wind, because again, you could see a kite up there that somebody got caught, and you could see these trees moving. We have constant wind. I haven't gotten a warning on this. This will give you a warning as far as wind stability. It'll say it's too windy, you might want to bring it down, but this is actually doing pretty good. But that's it, man. You have a very slow, docile flyer out of the box with the cell phone. If you don't have a cell phone, you can't fly it, and that'll just sit there, which very impressive with that. Or you have an extreme flyer with 3 different speed rates, comes with a controller, can be hooked up to a cell phone, and that's, dude, that's the game maker there. Let's go into settings. I don't know if we could turn up the speed on this. Fast, we can turn up the speed on this. Let's go back. It's still sitting there. So we've turned up the speed on this. We're gonna put it down. We're gonna go forward, and still, it doesn't even compare to the second speed rate that other drone that's, again, 2/5 of the price of this one has. Is the Tello garbage? Absolutely not. This is a good drone. DJI made a good drone, but I think they sold you the DJI name as opposed to actually selling you something that was worth $99 versus something that's 40 and change that you get a controller with. And again, there you go. I'm full pitched and forward. That's the speed you're gonna get. So as far as flyability, that drone wins. The Tello 2 that I've named it, that people are getting mad for me naming it the Tello 2, because again, there's more tech in this, but dollar for dollar, that's worth more than this. It absolutely is. Because again, if you don't have a cell phone, you can't fly this. If you don't have a cell phone with this, you can fly this. Can you, where'd it go? There it is. Can you use this with the cell phone? You can. This tray will just pop out. You can put the cell phone in and you can see the image. So that concludes my little flyability test. The Tello 2 wins, and the Tello, the only thing the Tello has in flyability is this optical flow that's keeping it there. It's not a GPS drone. So we're gonna go ahead and land this, and then tap to land. It'll land. And we're just gonna shut the app down, and we're gonna turn this down button right here. Neither of them have SD cards, which was a huge fail on both of them. So again, if you lose image from the camera to here in your recording, you've lost your recording. And this came with 2 batteries for 2/5 of the price of this. This came with 2 batteries, a dedicated controller. They both came with prop guards. They both came with extra propellers. But you can't fly this out of the box. That's my biggest beef with this. You bought the DJI RYZE name with this, and they sold it to you for $99. This was a gift for my birthday. My wife bought this for me. I wanted it. I like the drone. But when it comes down to this is more bang for your buck if you're looking for flyability. We will test the camera out then. They both have 720p cameras. And this one's image stabilized, this one's not. This one you can pivot up and down. This one you cannot. All right, guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't smashed that subscribe button, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. We're gonna go ahead and fly the rest of this battery, and then I got another battery for this. So unlike this, 1 battery, dude, I got 2 batteries for this. Again, 2/5 the price. Later.